Hello, 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 beautiful people. Welcome to our Friday live discussion. I am so excited to be here before you on today. Today, we're going to be talking about creating the life you desire or manifesting the life that you desire. Whichever way you want to think about it, that's what we're going to be discussing on today. I'm excited to have this discussion with you guys. For the last couple of weeks, we've been talking about how to position ourselves after going through something that may shake up our world. So identifying red flags was one of them. And in the week before that, we talked about how to really cultivate healthy relationships when there may be some toxicity involved. So this week we're going to be really talking about manifesting or creating the life that you desire. And I know that this topic or the word manifestation or a law of attraction could be controversial, and I just really want to shed light on a perspective that I have, and just hopefully give you guys some information that'll help you on your journey. So without further ado, I'm going to take a moment to just introduce myself. So some of you guys may be new to my broadcast, so let me know where you are tuning in from if you are new. My name is Crystal Timberlake. I am coming to you live from the Twin Cities area of Minnesota. I am a life and relationship coach or a healing and leadership coach, whichever one you want to categorize me as. But ultimately, my heart, my passion, my drive is for helping women overcome the residual effects of trauma and abuse so that they can create the life that they deserve, step into their true identity, and live a life with purpose on purpose. As a person who has overcome trauma after trauma after trauma and an abusive relationship myself, I understand how it innately happens that we lose our voice in the process. And in losing our voice, we also lose our confidence. And sometimes we even lose our hope for life. So that is what I'm going to be here talking about today. How to recreate the hope, how to start creating the life that you desire, and how to really position yourself to receive and attract abundance. So as you guys are coming in, drop a hashtag live if you are live. And if you are catching the replay, drop a hashtag replay if you are catching the replay. I always love to see who is tuning in, and I just want to make sure that I can address you, give you a little shout out, or thank you for tuning in to watch me. So again, drop a hashtag live if you're catching this live, and drop a hashtag replay if you are catching the replay. As you guys are coming in, I'm just looking down at my phone because I'm actually going to share the live. So I don't ask you guys to do anything that I don't do myself. I share my own lives because I do know that this message was placed on my heart from God. And whenever there is a message from God, I know that there is somebody or somebodies who need to hear the message. So I am just going to go ahead and share it out, and then we'll hop right on into it. If you're just joining, again, we're going to be talking about creating the life that you desire. And first of all, I know you guys are probably wondering, why are we even talking about this? First of all, like I said earlier, my heart is to help women overcome the residual effects of trauma and abuse, the things that cause them to lose their voice, lose their identity, lose their sense of purpose, and lose help in general. So I'm going to be talking about how we can manifest the life that we desire. Sometimes those desires are so beyond our current situation that we can't really come and step into the fruition of what it is we actually deserve in life. So this conversation, why we're having it, is because people out here are really overcoming trauma and abuse, and they don't see, they can't see past their current situation. Maybe you are struggling with knowing who you are because your situation has caused you to lose your identity, or maybe you never really knew who you were because you've just been floating through life, being whatever it is you've been asked to be without feeling fulfilled within your own self. Maybe you're unmotivated. You've got some ideas, but you're unmotivated to keep going. You're unmotivated to get on course. You don't know how to start. Or maybe you're just afraid. So these are all the reasons why this conversation is important and needs to be had. So if you fall into any of those buckets, let me know down in the comments, because like I said, I want to hear from you guys. Drop a hashtag live if you're here. Say hello. I promise you, I don't bite. I am very friendly and I want to interact with you guys. So let me know you're here. Let me know you're watching. I can see you up there, but I can't see who you are. So without further ado, we're going to hop right on into it. What does it truly mean to manifest? What does it truly mean to come into fruition of what it is we desire? It really just simply boils down to asking for what it is you want, believing that you can receive it, And that's pretty much it. Ask, believe, receive. That's what you do. You ask for what you want, believe you're gonna get it, and then you receive it. So we are gonna be breaking this down. As I put in the description of this video, we're going to be talking about biblical principles, law of attraction, and manifestation. Why did I put this all in one kit and caboodle? Because I know that some people try to break all of these things apart. And I know that the new age philosophy kind of rubs people the wrong way. And I want to talk about the interpretations and what it really means. You guys all know that I am a believer in Jesus Christ. Lord is my savior. And that's just that. So I'm not going to come to you talking about anything that does not align with biblical principle. And that's period. Okay. So what are some of the things that you need to do in order to start stepping into your own manifestation of your dreams, your goals, whatever it is, okay? First of all, you have to identify what it is that's holding you back, okay? This could be unresolved trauma, okay? If this is unresolved trauma, you should reach out to somebody who can help you overcome it, help you really resolve what it is that is holding you back. Like I said, the why of this video is that some people may be still stuck in the midst of trauma and abuse or unable to overcome it, okay? So you need to identify what's holding you back. If it's unresolved trauma, deal with that trauma. If it's unbelief, again, you guys, we talked about what does manifestation actually mean. It means ask, believe, receive. So if you can't believe it, then you cannot receive it. So if it's unbelief, we have to deal with the unbelief. If it is fear, if you're afraid of something, then you have to deal with the fact that you may be afraid. Okay, you have to really come into fruition or step into that fear. I always tell people to lean into the fear, because the fear just simply means this is something that you've never tried before, but that doesn't mean that you won't be successful with it. But if you subdue or succumb to the fear, if you allow the fear to take over you, do is create an atmosphere of peace. Why am I talking about creating an atmosphere of peace? Is because when our lives are in so much chaos, we literally cannot actually focus. Okay, there's no way that we can really manifest abundance when we are in a constant state of turmoil and chaos. So whether that be a prayer closet or a place of peace, you need to create an atmosphere in which you can actually sit down and really allow your thoughts to flow, so you can get in that creative space so that you can actually write out the vision and make it plain. You guys know I partner with my friend Alex Moffat, and we are doing this whole leadership teaching, helping women really step into their true authentic self so that they can become the leaders that they have been called to be. And one of the first steps that you can do as a leader is write the vision and make it clear. It talks about this in the Bible, but this is also a simple practical tip that you can apply to your everyday life. It is important that you create an atmosphere of peace so that you can allow your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions to flow, and that you can create, okay? Another thing you need to do is you need to write out. So just like I said, write out the vision. A part of writing out the vision is being able to identify what it is you want. Okay. What is it that you want? What are your desires? What is it that you need in life? Okay. As it relates to wants, I'm going to just say, AKA goals. I work with my clients all the time on really identifying what their goal is. And it's more than just saying, I want XYZ. I want a house, or I want $100,000 in my savings account, or whatever. It's really more than that. It's writing out the goal, but figuring out what are the sub steps that need to happen in order to obtain the goal. This is so important because you can't just write a goal and think that it's going to manifest itself. You have to write a goal and actually allow yourself to take actionable steps in order for it to become manifested. The thing is, when you start to think about a thing all the time, it has no choice but to manifest itself in your life. You have to come into alignment with who you are. What do I mean when I say that? I mean that if you truly are asking for something, you have to come into alignment and understand who you are and whose you are. When I say who you are, that means I am Crystal Timberlake and I'm a life coach. Okay. And when I say whose I am, I know that I'm a child of a God. I'm a child of God. I'm a daughter of the King. And through God, I know that all things are possible. So you have to come into alignment with who you are and whose you are. You have to understand that your true source, which is God the Creator, has given you all that you need. He has given you everything you need to succeed. So all you need to do is actually step into alignment with who you are and start to put action behind all of the things that you are asking for. Like I said, when you start to believe a thing and think a thing all the time, you manifest it. A good example is like when I want to go on vacation and my husband cannot see the vision because all he sees is the dollar signs that I'm saying it's going to cost this many thousands of dollars to do this. He can't see it. But when I step into oneness with wanting to do something and all I do is think about how I can make this happen, guess what happens? It manifests itself. Why? Because I set a goal. I figured out what were the sub steps of that I needed to do to obtain that goal. And then because I continue to think about it, because I continue to work towards it, it manifested itself into a reality. Here's the thing, you guys, when it comes to the human mind, the mind does not know the difference between a lie and the truth. It literally doesn't. So when it comes to manifestation, when it comes to creating the life that you desire, the mind only knows what you tell it. So if you're telling yourself that you are living in lack, if you tell yourself that you are living in abundance or lack, that's what your mind is going to believe. So you have to step into alignment with who you are. And again, that comes down to knowing who you are and whose you are. So knowing that you are what you say that you are, and knowing that you are a daughter or a son of the King, because God himself is a God of many possibilities. There's no thing that he is incapable of doing. So I need you guys to really understand that, okay? And I'm just going to just say, Mark 11:24 tells us, this is biblical principle, okay? Biblical. I promised you guys that I was going to give you biblical principle to back this whole manifestation and law of attraction up. It says, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe it, and then you have received it. It shall be yours. That is literally what the Bible tells us. So when we talk about manifestation and law of attraction, God has already given us the clear direction. He's already told us, ask, believe, receive, period. Okay. So when I asked the question earlier about does the law of attraction or manifestation belong in biblical principles, I had a few people say absolutely yes, and I had a few people say absolutely no. And I'm not here to change anybody's mind. I'm just here to tell you the facts. And I always ask people what is their personal interpretation of things, because I need to, I like to have a dialogue about why you think what you think, and then I'm going to tell you why I think what I think. But I think that manifestation and law of attraction has a place in biblical principle. Why? Because the biblical principle says the same thing. It has the same philosophy as the laws of attraction and manifestation. Okay, manifestation is nothing but a strong belief, okay, followed in the philosophy of law of attraction. Let me repeat that. Manifestation is nothing but a strong belief that is followed in the same philosophy as the law of attraction. And the law of attraction and manifestation teaches us the same thing that the Bible teaches us. Ask, believe, receive, period. I can pull up many, many, many scriptures that tell us ask, believe, receive, ask, believe, receive, ask, believe, receive. Even the Bible tells us, so much so that if we just have the faith as small of a mustard seed, that is all we need to manifest. That is all we need to manifest the thing that we are coming before God to ask for. Okay. So when it comes to the law of attraction, manifestation, scriptural tips, okay, it tells us that belief is the strongest part of manifestation. Belief is the strongest part of actually getting what you desire. Hear me when I tell you this. Your mind has the power to change everything in your life. This is something that I work with my clients on most, because if we cannot get our mindsets to shift, a lot of people like to call that stinking thinking, then we can't possibly yield the manifestation of the things that we want. Like I said, the mind doesn't know the difference between the truth and a lie. So if you believe a thing, then that thing shall be. Okay. When you start to believe, your actions will also fall into alignment. Like I said, The mind doesn't know anything but what you've told it. So when you start to believe a thing, then you start to act upon it. So if you say to yourself, I'm going to be a millionaire one day, guess what's going to happen? You're going to start doing things that are going to put you into alignment with being a millionaire. Okay. The law of attraction is a philosophy wildly adopted by the world. Why am I talking about the law of attraction? Because again, manifestation is just another way of talking about how you can come into alignment with the law of attraction. And the law of attraction is simply another philosophy that says that you are what you attract. Okay. What you give out into the world has to return back to you. That is all that it says. Okay. So again, back to the thing, meaning ask, believe, receive. Ask, believe, receive. Okay. It's super simple, you guys. Super simple. The core principle in the law of attraction is having the belief and the mindset that whatever you want, you will receive it. That is all the law of attraction truly is saying. Okay. In Matthew 21 and 22, it says, if you have faith and don't only, not only will it come to you, but you will know that it is done. I'm paraphrasing because I didn't write down the exact scripture. I just know it in my head. Like basically, if you have faith, you believe, know that it is done. This is what the Bible tells us. Okay. Life is only as good as the mindset. So if you think about what you want and examine your beliefs, then it will come to pass. Okay. You have to be aware of your thinking. You have to be aware of your ability to call things into existence, starting with your mind. I mean, the power of the tongue as well. But today we're talking all about mindset and how it is important for you to be aware of your thoughts. Change your thoughts and focus on positive, controllable things. Change your thoughts and focus on positive, controllable things. Why am I talking about this? Because there are some things that are going to be outside of our control and some things that are within our control. So when we start to change our thoughts and we start to focus on the positives and focus on the things that we can control, guess what? We don't have any time for negativity, and we don't have any time to be feeling down on ourselves. Okay. Because again, we are what we attract. We talked about that. Okay. So we're talking about changing our mind. And when we changed our mind, we have to also change our behavior. So acting as if. Are you positioning yourself for the things you want? A lot of women come to me and they say, I want a husband, I want a baby, I want this, I want that, I want somebody to love me, and da da da. And I ask them, do you even love yourself? I mean, I hate to say it like that, but what I'm truly trying to get to is that we are in a constant cycle of energy exchange. If you don't love yourself, how can you expect someone else to love you? Okay. If you don't believe in yourself, how can you expect someone else to believe in you? If you don't want to do the work that's necessary to get to your point B or your goal that you're trying to manifest, how can you expect another person to want to help you get to that goal? Okay. So you have to act as if. You have to be in alignment with the thing that you want to receive. If you want a husband, are you a good wife? Are you practicing wifely behaviors? Okay. If you want a baby, are you taking care of your body? If you want to make more money, what are you doing to obtain the goal to make more money? Are you going back to school? Are you studying? Are you looking for another job? Are you creating a business plan? If your goal is to have a business, if you want to write a book, are you actually writing down the things that you want to have in this book? If whatever it is, basically you have to act as if. Because what you put out is what you're going to get back. Okay. Positivity attracts positivity. Love attracts love. Abundance attracts abundance. So we can't be out here selfishly positioning ourselves and expect that we're going to attract abundance, financial abundance in return. We can't be out here not practicing self-love and expecting that someone else is going to come in and love us. We are the best host of love. Okay. God is love, first of all. So when you are thinking about attracting love into your life, you have to be able to love yourself first. Okay. And when you are thinking a thought, it becomes reality. So when you are thinking about becoming a great wife because you want to be a wife, you want a husband, right? Guess what? You become a great wife. even before you are actually a wife. When you want to become a millionaire, you become a successful business owner first. So when you are thinking a thought, it has to manifest itself because you are positioning yourself. You are acting as if, okay? You can have anything you want when you give up the thought that you cannot have it. Let me repeat that for the people in the back. You can have anything you want when you give up the thought that you can't have it. Again, we're talking mindset here, okay? You are what you attract. If you adapt gratitude and giving thanks as a part of your daily occurrence, your daily behavior, your daily thought process, guess what's going to happen? It's going to be impossible to worry because you cannot worry and be grateful in the same vein. Those two things don't exist together, okay? They don't. So when I tell people that if you love you, there's no way for you to attract someone who does not love you, because love and hate cannot exist in the same vein. It just cannot. Because when you start to position yourself for a certain thing, you also become that thing. And love attracts, hate repels. Let me repeat that. Love attracts and hate repels. So when you are trying to create the life that you desire, know that you have to position yourself to be the thing that you want to become, which goes all the way back to the beginning of our discussion, which we talked about creating a plan, creating a vision, writing down your goals, and really creating the sub-steps in between. I've talked about this in my live videos before, but I just wanted to come back and reiterate that, okay? When you are being positive and thankful, you will attract abundance. Like I said, you cannot not attract abundance. Why? Because you are becoming the thing that you want. You are becoming the thing that you want. I said we are acting as if. So we're acting as if we are already in position for the thing that we want. And when we start to act as if, that thing just becomes so. Remember, our mind cannot differentiate the difference between a lie and the truth. Okay. So I just want you guys to say that worry and lack will attract worry and lack, but gratefulness and abundance will attract gratefulness and abundance. Okay. So practice gratitude, practice giving thanks always. It's Good Friday. We are coming up on the Resurrection Sunday, which is also Easter Sunday. Same thing. But it's a time where we really need to give thanks where thanks is due, give honor where honor is due, give glory where glory is due, and also recognize who you are. Okay, you are the daughters and the sons of a king, and the king who has everything, literally everything. So you have unlimited access to everything that you need, everything that you want, and everything that you desire. Okay, in John 10:30, it says that the Father and I, God, are one. Meaning, once you accept God as your Lord and Savior, you and Him become one. You and Him become one, which means His infinite resources become your infinite resources. Okay? So understand that you can have the life that you desire. You have the power, the control, and the ability to do whatever you put your mind to. If you start to think that you are a thing, you become that thing. You have the power. Your thoughts and your emotions control your destiny. And I am just here to help you guys really create the destiny, the dream, the life, the desires of your heart. I'm really here to help you get results. So if you are struggling to implement all of these different strategies into your life, reach out for help. If you would like to do a free discovery call with me, drop a heart down in the comments, and I will set up a time with you to meet for 1 hour. We'll chat about how you can really start to manifest the life that you desire, or create the life that you desire, because I want you to start tapping into all that you are and all that you can be. God did not put you here for no reason. And do know that your experience become your credibility. Your experiences become your credibility. So while some of you guys may be struggling and hurting from the trauma and the abuse of your past, or the fear of just taking the next step, or just not knowing who you are and really struggling with your identity because you're struggling with what the world says you are and with who you feel like you are, let me tell you, you guys, there is help out there for you. I can help you. Anybody out here can help you. Just get you a support system who will really call out the powerful version of you, who will call out the queen in you. A lot of you guys, I address you as king and queen. I tell you, you're beautiful because you are. You have the power to manifest the life that you desire, and all it requires you to do is take the first step. So that is all I have for you guys on today. Remember, we are on a hashtag journey to self-discovery. We are choosing to set healthy boundaries over being broken, and we're on a hashtag I choose me journey. Why? Because what we need matters. What we want matters, and our voice matters. So I just want to hear you guys speak up, take control of your destiny, and start creating the life that you really desire. Until next time, you guys have a fabulous Friday evening, and I will chat with you later.